Last name spelling McDonough. First District Chief. So the alarm came in just short of 4 o'clock. High-rise building, 14 floors, multi-unit building, all residential occupied building. Fire was on the 2nd floor. Due to the occupants, the number of occupants in the building, and the large amount of fire on the 2nd floor that spread through the hallways, we escalated alarm through a Stillen box up to a 211, which gives us about 49 pieces of equipment, about 155 firefighters and EMS personnel. We did have 7 transports. One of those transports was critical, and that was Wavy. We also had ladder rescues from the outside, multiple ladder rescues from the outside, people that are occupants that are hanging in the windows. Above the floors of 12, 13, and 14, we had to do rescues from the inside. Our firefighters, elevators were out, we had to use the stairwells to rescue the victims from the inside, pull them out of the windows. They were threatening to jump, and bring them back down to safety through our evacuation stairwell.
And we had the jumper.
Yes, and we did have a jumper from the 4th floor, and he was ambulatory. Any questions? I should add one thing. We did have a Plan 2. Plan 2 gives us 10 to 12 ambulances at that time.
Yeah, Plan 2 gives you what?
10 to 12 ambulances. It all depends on what we do need. EMS Plan 2, I'm sorry.
What can you tell us about the children that were injured?
You know, I'm not sure as far as the occupants and the number of occupants in the building. I just know we did have the one baby.
One baby?
Yes.
Do you know how
And what can you say about whether you should stay in your unit?
So we
whether
did,
you should go to the window?
So we do a lot of shelter place. We do announcements. We had announcements. I read an announcement card by fire companies that all call, that the ambulance go throughout the building, and we look for you to shelter in place. A fire like this, you want to be in the stairwells. We'll come and get you. Once you open that door up, you're going to take a lot of smoke and possibly some heat and fire.
What about being at the window?
Well, I don't mind being at the window, but just stay inside the window. We're all looking for you to get fresh air, but please stay at the window. We're not looking for anyone to jump out the windows.
So how many people are displaced right now? Displacement.
You know what? I am not sure the number, the count. We're still working at it right now.
Can you tell us any challenges you all face in putting this fire out?
Well, sure. The amount of smoke, and you're dealing with a 14-floor building, it's a lot of work when the elevators are out for us to be able to go up and down these stairwells and check all the apartments and the buildings, and then to actually remove these people. Some people are elderly, some people are wheelchair bound, some have health issues. So sure, I mean, that's why you get the amount of firefighters you do and EMS personnel show up and take care of this.
So did your firefighters have to go door to door on those higher
Absolutely,
floors?
absolutely. There was heavy smoke on every floor from 2 on up to the top floor.
How far did the fire itself travel the plane?
So the majority of the flares on the 2nd floor, but it did grab the stairwell. So, and obviously heat rises, so we had a ton of heat from 2 on up to 5. But heavy smoke throughout the building.
Do you know how old the baby was?
I have no idea. No idea.
And the people who jumped or got out of the windows, which floors do you believe they were on?
Well, we had one jump, and that was on the 4th floor. So everything else we picked off the ladders, or we went inside and took them from the windows to our evacuation stairwells.
Can you give us an age range of the victims? I'm sure baby to...
I have no idea at this time.
And how many units are in this apartment?
You know, I'm not sure. It's a multi-unit building.
Okay. Did the Mary say that this building caught on fire several years ago?
There is a record of us having another fire in this building.
I see that there's outside fire escapes. Are there any fire escapes on the inside of this building?
No, the fire escapes are on the outside. There's a rear fire escape on the outside of the building. Yes.
Anything you think is important to point out? I mean, this is a massive response even for you.
Well, yeah, absolutely. So you get this kind of size of building, when it's residential with that many occupants in it, you're going to get a large response. For us to escalate as quick as we do, it's a lot safer for our civilians to make sure they save their lives. And these guys did a wonderful job.
What would you say about people getting on elevators in this situation?
So the elevators, we recall the elevators. When we get to a fire like this, we recall elevators. Elevators did not work in this building at the time. They were water damaged. Once water, because we had a standpipe that broke on the 2nd floor, it went into the elevator pit, so it cut the elevator off right away. So everything we did here was through the stairs.
And anything you can tell us more
It's second floor apartment. It was a kitchen fire. That's all I know. It's under investigation. OFI will.
And just to clarify, how many people went to the hospital at this point, sir?
7.
7. Thank
All
you.
to the same, all the UFC?
I'm not sure about all
No,
locations.
at least
Yeah,
2
fair
hospitals.
to say.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Nothing nefarious about it.
Yes, sir.